All right, let's get started on part 2 of my Marine profile deck. All right, so the next follower we have here is another 3-drop. We got Mermaid Guide. She is a 4-cost 4/4. She is another card that can evolve. And if we have 5 Marine cards in my cemetery, this follower gets Storm. So Storm is like Rush, except it allows you to not only attack followers, but you can also attack the enemy player. So I run this at a 3 of because late game, if I can pop this out, I can use that Storm to either take care of a problem follower on the field, or honestly, that might be enough damage to push and finish you off. Like, having a follower in your back pocket with Storm is a fantastic strategy. Although for Swordcraft, that's kind of the entire strategy. I'll ask my buddy Charlie about that. So next we have, this is one of our big dudes. This is Rock Whale. We got 3 of these. This is another 4-drop, 3/5. So this has Ward. So this is another one of the cards that we really want to be placing in our EX area as soon as we can. So not only is it a beefy Ward that can soak up attacks, it's got 3 power, so it can attack decently as well. It also has Fanfare. Discard a Marine card, draw 2 cards, which is fantastic because that can set up for things like that other mermaid I just showed you, Mermaid Guide. So that could give us like the last card we need for Storm. Also, if this was played from the EX area, you recover 3 play points. So this becomes a 1-drop if you play your cards right. Every pun intended, by the way. So Rock Whale is something you're going to want to see in your EX zone a lot. Next, we have another whale. I keep it as a 2 of. Technically, you can do it as a 1 of, but I like to have it as a 2 of, just because I want to see it. This is a 5-drop, 5/6, Eternal Whale. It also has Ward. So Fanfare, if this was played from the EX area, you recover 4 points. So this is, once again, a beefy creature we can put out there as a 1-drop. It's also fantastic because, well, let's be honest, it's a Ward follower. So your opponent is going to try to destroy it as soon as they can so they can freely attack you. Okay, yeah, you destroyed it. Now I'm going to deal you 2 damage because it died, and this is going into its owner's deck, either second from the top or second from the bottom, or put it on the bottom. So I can, quite literally, have this get destroyed, put it 2 from the top of my deck, and I'm just going to play, a Wavecrest Angler and put it right back in the EX zone. So there's a lot of resource recycling with this deck, and I really appreciate that. I tend to overextend. I'll admit it. It's a weakness that I have. But decks like this, where they allow me to, recycle resources, really help cover up for my short points in a game. Kind of like what... what was that? Marincess. Kind of like the Marincess deck that I played in Yu-Gi-Oh! So next we have a 3 of. This is a 5-drop, 3/3 Mermaid of Punishment. This is another card that can evolve. So Mermaid of Punishment says that whenever another Marine follower is put on my field, it's 1 damage to the enemy leader. So this can help whittle down your opponent. And honestly, she's a decent-sized body to have on the field to attack with. So she's dealing damage in multiple ways. Next, we have the Ace card of the deck, who also has an evolved form in the evolved deck, which, again, I'll be showing you guys that in a moment. This is Dizraton, Ocean Harbinger. We have this as a 3 of. I do have a super legendary version. I love it. So we're going to use this one because it's pretty. So pay 1 to evolve it. Everything in this deck is a pay 1 to evolve it. So its Fanfare is you discard a Marine card and do the following 3 times. Put the top card of your deck in the EX area. So this helps fill up your EX zone. This is an incredible card to play at any point in the game. It's a 5/5. So Dizraton is incredibly important, and we're going to get into his evolve form soon. I'm just going to show you my spells, and we'll do the evolve deck. But he's your win condition. There's a reason he's a 3 of. So we only have 6 spells in this deck because the rest of it is 34 followers. We have Aquatic Authority. It's a 1-of. This does the same thing as Wavecrest Angler. Check the top 3, put a Marine in my EX area. Now, if Overflow is active, this is actually a great combo. If Overflow is active, that card costs 1 less to play for the turn. So that's really cool. So that could let me get out Disraton for like... Honestly, let out get Disraton for like 4 instead of 5. Or it could let me play like Rock Whale for free. So here's also... This is a staple in any Dragoncraft deck. This is Dragon Oracle. It's a 2-drop spell. Either increase your max play points by 1 or draw a card. So honestly, incredibly important. So let's get on to the Evolution deck. First off, we have 3 of Shark Warrior. So you already know that the main form deals 2 damage if it's played from the EX. On Evolve, you're dealing another 2 damage. You're getting a 3/3 beater. You're dealing 4 effect damage in 1 hit. That's honestly really good. Next, we have 2 of the evolved form of Mermaid Guide. Also has Storm if you got 5. And she has the same ability as Rock Whale. Ditch a Marine card, draw 2 cards. So she could also put that last Marine that you need in your zone. Also, she's a 5/5 beater with Storm. That can help you close out games real easy. Next, we have 2 copies of Mermaid of Punishment. It's a 4/4. So look at the top 5 of your deck when you evolve her. You can put up to 2 Marine cards from among them in your EX zone. They cost 2 less to play this turn. So that's really powerful. That can change the entire tide of the game. And she still has the Burn 1 ability. And last but not least, we have our boss. The evolved form of Disraton. It's a 6/6. So on Evolution, you give each enemy follower on the field -X, where X is the number of Marine cards in your EX area. So this is a board wipe. This is an absolute board wipe, and it's wonderful. You can also pay 2 and bury a Marine card in your EX area. Give this +2/+2 in Storm. That's going to only activate once per turn. So this is your game ender right here. So you've got 20 life in Shadowverse. You can pump this guy up to an 8/8 and swing. That is almost half their life in 1 hit. And you can make it even worse. If it's turn 6 or turn 7, you can super evolve. And that gives you another +1/+1. So you can make that Disraton a 9/9 beater with Storm. Like, the one game that I lost the other day, which got me to place 2nd in that tournament, I only lost it because I didn't have a 3rd Disraton at the time. Like, this guy openly admitted he would have lost if I had the 3rd Disraton, which now I do. So like I said, the whole point of this deck is you want to fill the EX zone, and you're building up towards the Disraton. Although you have plenty of other beaters in the deck that can do a lot of things. So, honestly, it's a really good deck. It's a cheap deck. Disraton's like the most expensive, and he's like $5. For any lovers of Shadowverse and for Dragoncraft, I suggest this deck. I've had a lot of fun with it. And I've always found the idea of using quote-unquote girly decks to beat people at tournaments. Because, you know, there's always that one person who's going to say, oh, you beat me with mermaids or fairies or something. Yeah, she ain't cool. And I just find that funny. Or the person that, like, insults me because I'm using a, once again, girly deck. When I'm just over here having the most fun going, man, aren't my cards pretty? I'm having so much fun with them. Now, I do keep a few things on the side, just in case if I want to play with things. Marguerite Mermaid will also let you put things in the EX zone. I've got an extra Mermaid Guide, extra Eternal Whale, just in case. I keep a couple of Sharon's Seaside Nymphs, just in case. I don't like as much how she plays. I took her out in favor for another whale. But honestly, like I said, this deck is very easy to build, very easy to play. I do suggest it even for newbies to Shadowverse. And I hope that you guys get the chance to try it out. Until next time, this has been your Wintry Neighborhood Winter Spell. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm also uploading this to YouTube. And I want everybody to stay frosty, and I will see you in the next video.